Let's go. Yo, I'm like an addict, do I gotta have it. I ain't even playing, got a really bad habit. If it moves, gotta grab it.
Yeah. So without further ado, I'm gonna give y'all 10 questions that girls have for guys.
There you go.
Number 8. What does clingy mean to you?
Oh, what does clingy mean? That's easy. That means that you are overly stuck to me in a way that is like, all right, if I'm at work, a text while I'm at work, cool. Shows me you think about me, shows me you care, shows me you love me. 10 texts while I'm at work shows me that you're not respecting my time, unable to be away from you without there being an issue. That is not going to be okay. Because for most men, if you want a productive man, he's going to have to go out at certain points to do his job, to just to be a man. Like there's going to be times when he has friends that want to go play basketball or want to go do some outing or go fishing or something, and he may want to go do that. He can't be stuck up under you all day. Or most men are going to lose it. Like most men we like to be with our woman, but we also like pockets of space where we can just be by ourselves. And we don't get that all day at work. So you have to give him time to like have that space. And he has to feel like you respect what he does enough to give him time. So yeah. Again, like a text here and there to like, holla at your boy. That's what's up. I actually think that's healthy. Like I love when my wife texts me when I'm at work and she just be like, I love you. Hope you're having a good day. How are things? Da da da. Like that. I think that's cool. Or, what I'm saying? I like to text her sometimes during the day. You know what I mean? But like the repeated text, like we've already talked, we've already communicated that things are fine, and you're still. Mm-mm. No.
All right. If you clingy, I need for you to get a hobby. I need for you to get a life. I need for you to get the fuck out my face. Please. You're too close. It's hot. It's fucking 90 degrees outside and the humidity is up. You too fucking close. Get off me. Get off me. You sweating on me. Get off me.
That part.
Sticking and shit.
Like, yeah, physical space is a thing too. Like, yeah, you're right. Good point. Good point. Face, you got anything to say that we can understand? Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
When is a girl clingy? I think this is such an interesting question. A lot of the time, something that you read online a lot is, I do not want a girl to be clingy. Same goes the other way around. Like, I do not want a guy to be clingy, but what I think is really interesting is that clingy is such a different thing to everyone. So I want to know, what is clingy to you? When is something clingy and when is it not?
Oh, okay, Glow. Oh, Glow. What's up, Glow?
All right. What's up? What's up? Again.
Look who's back, y'all.
Because I was like, they're going to make me jump back up here again. So I'm like, okay, here we go. Like, what I try to do, like, I hope y'all talking about those type of women. You know what I'm saying? Not all women. Because not all of us is clingy. Not all of us dig into.
No. Definitely not all women.
We're talking about our
those women
with different types.
Those women.
But Glow, I have a question for you.
Those women that would be clean.
Glow, I have a
fit that model.
Glow, I have a question for you.
Okay.
Why is it always those? Why is it always those? I always feel like those women is a cop out sometimes in the conversation or whatever. Where if it's in a guy situation and we say guys do this, we as guys take that and be like, all right, we'll take accountability. niggas do be acting up. I don't personally be acting
Not,
up,
not,
but they
not.
be acting up.
It's no. Hold on. And I hate to interject in the middle of what you were
No,
saying
I'm
because
done. I'm done.
I don't like to be interrupted. So, Pat, I apologize for interrupting you.
No, I'm done. I'm done.
The thing about it is, guys will own up to it, but then do the same thing 20 minutes after they just apologize. And we're talking about those guys, not all guys.
Who is those?
Just like because I can't say that all men do this. Just those type of dudes that
Would you say this? Men and women are both fucked up in small pockets, and that's what we talking
I would
I
say
mean
let's
we are, but there's a lot of us that are not. That's the
we got
thing.
we
about.
can't
Men are fucked up, but in small pockets. Like I
we
don't
can't
ever think there's a majority of people, but when I talk in generalities, I'm talking about the
Right.
people who fit the
my
model,
encounters
whatever
and
the
experience.
conversation we're talking about. Like there are people that are out here that are clingy as fuck, that are like, hey, what you doing? Why you going to the refrigerator? Ooh, what you getting out of the refrigerator? Can I have some? Ooh, let me get a bite of your sandwich. Ooh, what we watching? Ooh, what's the show name? Ooh, can I watch that with you? Ooh, let me get up under your arm. Ooh, it's cold. Can you hold me? Ooh, can I
And
rub
not
rub my
But
and not
ooh?
everybody 100.
It's like
Some
right.
people are at 10
right
at
there.
clingy.
Because
They just
I've seen husbands pull up to the job after texting and calling. I've seen husbands pull up to the job. Now I'm minding my business. I don't care what happened. All I know is hubby pulling up to the job and he's saying loud enough for everybody to hear. But I done called your phone 3 times. I gotta go to the store. I'm going on break. Y'all want something? You want a coffee? You want a donut? You want a croissant? A butter croissant? I'm going to the store because it looks like y'all two need to have that conversation. Type of husbands pulling up to the job,
that's
Yeah,
or
because
boy,
something happened.
or
that.
boyfriends pulling up to the job.
But see,
The
look,
And
only reason why that man is clingy at that moment is because something happened prior to have him think that way. And it
watch,
might not have been with that
okay,
woman. It might have been in a previous relationship or
okay.
whatever. But if it's something current like that, more than likely there's something that trick. Not saying that he's right in that matter. I'm just saying more than it's it
watch
has
this.
to be something that
Watch,
triggered.
watch this, Pat. Watch this. Watch this.
Okay, here comes this.
This done brought up a whole nother conversation. Women cannot stand, and I'm talking in generalities. I'm not talking about every single woman out there. Every single woman is different. But when I'm talking in generalities, I'm talking about the majority of women cannot hear a critique on them losing it. Like I want you to remember this conversation. This conversation did not start about anybody saying that men cannot also be. This
Yeah, I knew you was gonna go
a
there.
woman asked you what is clingy to a man. We described what is clingy to us, not describing every woman whatsoever. And look where the conversation went to. That's how they receive information, as if it's an attack on them because you critique one portion of their entire
And that's
side.
why I said those.
This is not every woman, Glow. This just
I know. I know.
But
if you're not
glow,
clean,
But it's just the way you
glow.
said
I just want you to know.
about that. The lady just asked, "What's clinging to you as a man?" So we gave that perspective.
And
Look what happened.
then it's like, but you can't think that way.
No,
Just happened.
I didn't say y'all can't think that way, but my thing is, so do y'all. So it's like
Okay, but
you
she didn't
can't.
ask about us. The lady asked, "What is clingy to men?" So we told her what was clingy.
Staying within the subject.
He didn't say men couldn't be clingy too.
That's not the subject
He
right now.
agreed with you, but that ain't what we talking about. but your ears heard. How dare they attack women and call us all that?
That's why I say it's those, man. Them those.
To us. Not saying that all women are clinging to us. Just what if we call a woman clinging? What type of woman are we describing in that moment? And
A
we gave
woman.
a specific type of woman.
But hold on, because
because them niggas be clinging too, and they be in the bushes.
I know damn well this bitch ain't taking her break when she's supposed to take her break at work.
But I also put in the chat. Clinginess to me is a sign of insecurity that needs to be that needs to be talked about. So
with your therapist.
Not just with your therapist, just
get that shit straight before you come around me bringing all your bullshit from your past relationship and they want to bring it over to my shit. I ain't do shit to you. I ain't do a goddamn thing to you, man.
Conversation about one thing, and
I said hello.
Turned into a conversation about a completely different topic.
You can't have a conversation about men. You just can't. You can't. No way.
And yes, I know a brother of a certain age. Yes, I did walk into this.
Oh,
I really did. Hey, honeybee.
Over you question her or something, she would make you feel like you did 3 more things worse than. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
You saw what happened. Did y'all see what happened?
I'll own this one. I will.
Glow.
I was expressing how I felt, so that's what I was like.
Make the argument about something that it's not about. Because we are logical people. And it's not saying that women are not logical. Like women,
right.
Like we need hidden figures. We know that women can use logic in some of the most amazing ways and advance society in some amazing ways. So I'm not taking away from you to do it.
But when it comes to arguments, I'm stop.
This was a good point. I'm gonna take this out. I am. I'm gonna take this out.
React with the brain. Testosterone makes a man go into fight mode, which means we have to think, analyze, and critically come up with a solution to said problem. Women go into flight mode. That means we have to figure out a way to get out of this situation. That is not every single woman. That's not every single.
Not.
You have men that go into flight mode. You have women that go into fight mode. You have the mixture of the two. You have all people in between. But when I'm talking again, I'm saying this in the generality, majorities, the average person, not the outliers, the average people. So we're talking about 50 to 60% of the population. Yes, Queen.
Can I put out my disclaimer?
Absolutely.
That what I said, this is the opinions of me, Glorione Murray. I am not speaking up for all women out there. This is speaking up for me.
Glow, I want you to look out for this, because what we just did in this conversation, I've heard this conversation exactly before on other podcasts, on other shows, and on other radio shows, where the guy or the woman actually brings up the subject about the guy and then goes up. It happens every single time. So if you fall into the YouTube rabbit hole, you're gonna see it.
Glorione is not doing anything wrong, but it is an example, something that I can use as like a talking point. When we talk about hormones, right? The average man is going to go into logic mode. We're going to go into problem solving mode. Like, how do I figure this out to come to a resolution that fits the situation? Which means we are going to go into, this is the situation at hand. This is the conversation. What applies to this conversation that I can use to get through it? And then look where we went to. flight mode, emotional, like not even emotional, but like the thought of how do I fit the narrative to give me an argument that allows me to win or to escape or to get out of said initial conversation. It's crazy that happened. But this happens a lot in conversation with men and women. So when we go back to that question where the woman asks, like, what is one of the things that like grinds your gears? A lot of men cannot process in that way. We're very linear thinkers, like, and this is again on average. Every man is not the same. I'm talking to the 50 to 60% of both men and the 50 to 60
nowadays.
that 40 to 50% of people that don't fit that model, this ain't for you. This does not match you. This does not go with you. It's just how we've been socialized over thousands of years.
Millions.
Yeah, if you want to go back that far, like we've just been socialized to like men need to fix, women need to nurture. Like that's the balance of like that makes society work. Like you have to have both that work together. But because of that, the communication gap starts in when like women are like coming from a place of like, this is not happy, get away from it. How do I get away from it? I need to switch it into a narrative that I can control so that I can easily diffuse this. Men are not thinking on that. They're thinking on how do I solve the problem? This is what we are talking about. This is all I'm. Oh shit! What do last week? Hold on, last year? No, 10 years ago. Wait, what? How does that connect? Like we're still trying to problem solve and like connect dots while y'all are going, and that's how we have this miscommunication.
And then I do this.
You feel me? Like
I can't deal. I can't deal with it. No, you need to calm that down.
Hey, like, yeah, like, and that's the difference. Disconnect. That's the piece that we gotta figure out a way to like connect. That's where both parties get accused of gaslighting. That's where both parties get accused of not listening, not hearing each other. That's where both parties leave the conversation feeling like, well, I'm not heard. But like, if you eliminate that piece of like, one is doing one thing, one is doing the other, and you get them to like, instead of flighting, and we get to a point of like both are just concentrated on fixing. That's where the connection piece is. So like, I yeah, you know, I'm always bringing home, baby. But yeah, that's my opinion. You know, y'all can curse me out in the chat or whatever.
No, and see, this is a good example of where two, well, no, yeah, like two opinions from two different genders was able to come together and just talk about it. So it does, you know, it does. And I own my side of it, you know.
No,
So,
and again,
and if we could, and like if we could just do this more instead of being offended.
In the chat, nobody on the replay, like she spoke her honesty, and I appreciate it personally. Like I'm only using the fact that the conversation did shift to a larger point that is separate from this conversation. So please don't like. I hope people were able to follow my thinking on that and not necessarily connected to or like.
Yeah. I believe you expressed that eloquently, my friend Tiz.
Yes, you did. Hold on, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, there are. Yes.
Hold on,
right.
Let me mute.
No argument there, brother. There are, or sister, I'm not really sure, but yeah, there are a lot of sensitive people out there. And what did you say? I want to make sure I get it. If we can only do this more without being offended, if only. Right? Yes, That's the part. Like it has to be a willingness on both parties to like. Excuse me. I apologize again. I'm under the weather. My bad. But like if we can get to a place where like men can sit and listen to it and have them express their truth and like not get offended, but like actually hear what they're saying, and men can do the same, and women hear what they're saying. Like that's how you actually get to a place where we can understand and like break some of those little small pieces, because it's not a huge gap between like experiences. Like it's really just a matter of like at the end of the day we both go through shit. The shit is just different,
We just
and
got different styles.
how do we get to a place where I can actually hear what you're going through and hold you down, and you can hear what I'm going through and hold me down? But the problem is a lot of that is like some blockage in like communication, and it comes from what Ghost Loop said. Like the sensitive folk, like we get so sensitive and like hurt by every little thing. Like instead of hearing what's being said, we hear how it's being said, or we hear one piece of it that we don't like. We latch onto it and be like, well, fuck everything. Like, yeah, if I do that, then I missed the point that Glorione was making, that she's right. Like there is a group of men that is like
sensitive as a bitch. I'm sorry.
Crazy. Like, what you doing? Why you going over there? What you doing over there? What you doing right there? You going to the bathroom? Going number one or two? Like it's both. Like she ain't wrong there. Like so, I want to be real. She brings up an excellent
and I've seen women do extremes, extremes with they dudes. I've seen it. Like I was like, yeah.
You want to
talking to them crazy in front of people. I was like, yeah.
Nah, I've seen some extremes.
Yeah,
yeah. We just seen some wild shit. So I'm with you. Like, there is a both element to everything that we talk about here, but like we don't get to a place of like where we can actually have the conversation to like, all right, how do we line that shit up though? You know what I'm saying? Unless we can talk about it without like getting hurt and etc. Why you fidgeting in bed? You about to climb out? You want to go next door? You want to go? right, nigga. Maybe she just cold. You right. They're right. Like maybe she just a little cold. Communication, my butt. Assumptions seem to be life for someone. Now that's true, but that goes for men too, because like you got a section of men out there that completely like once they assume that this is what that is, that's reality. And I think that's the biggest piece that we got to get out of there. Like your assumption ain't reality. Reality is reality. Mm-hmm. You can assume what you want to, you can have an opinion about what you want to, but like at the end of the day, facts overrule everything. Fuck, facts over feelings is what we like to say. You know what I'm saying?
Stop getting lost in your thoughts and stop overthinking.
That part. Like you can think whatever, but at some point when you get presented with a group of facts that are overwhelming, roll with that shit. That's
cognitive dissonance.
That's the truth. Whether you like it or not is irrelevant, but that is the truth. And until you wrap your mind around that, then you continuously deal with a bunch of fuck shit because you're constantly living in a world that nobody else is living in. Like everybody else is dealing with the truth, and you out here like.
Well, people are designed nowadays to think the truth is supposed to give them relief. Like the truth is supposed to give you relief every single time. It's not. It's
your freedom.
Most truth make you uncomfortable, so you can go do something.
But what does discomfort brew? What does that breed? What does that give forth to? Discomfort usually gives forth to some type of progress. People get uncomfortable. People don't like things. People get better. Mm-hmm. I don't like the fact that I'm a gambler, so I find Gamblers Anonymous. I work on things. I get better. I stop gambling. My credit goes up. I don't like that I'm a womanizer, so I seek therapy. I figure out what the root cause is, and I fix that. Like people usually get better. I don't like the fact that we moving this slow on a horse, so I figure out a way to move faster than a horse. We get cars. Like
humans get on my nerves, so I stay to my motherfucking self.
We gotta be uncomfortable. We gotta get comfortable being
That is true.
and be cool with that shit. Like it's okay to not like some shit if it makes you a greater person in the group. But you can't miss the message because you're so salty about how it came across. Or like, I don't know. I like to tell people like, give me some black coffee in a tin cup. Like, give me that shit in the ugliest of cups. Let that shit be beat up. Look like you to bang that shit on the wall. And give me the blackest of coffees. And that should be bitter as fuck. Because that's probably gonna make me grow better than you putting hella cream, hella sugar, hella all that shit in it, and then it ain't even coffee no more. That ain't even cup.
It's a
Now
mocha latte.
I'm a caffeine. Like it's just
Macchiato.
yeah, like give it to me real. Because like at the end of the day, like it ain't never the message. It ain't never. I mean, it ain't never how it sounds. It ain't never how it look. It's what is the message. If you miss that, then you fucked.
Yep.
And not the fuck you want to be.
That part.
Yep.